So this is Dr. Meenakshi, Faculty of Pharmacy. Today we are going to discuss on the synthesis of 7-hydroxy-4-methylcoumarin. The objectives: by the end of the session, students will be able to understand how to prepare the compound, also understand the type of the reaction and apply the formula for the calculation. The contents of the presentation is introduction, principle, reaction mechanism, procedure, calculation, and the references. The parent nucleus coumarin is 2H1-benzopyrene-2-one, which is a plant-derived natural product known for its pharmacological properties such as anti-inflammatory, anticoagulant, antibacterial, antifungal, antiviral, and also it can be applied for anti-cancer, anti-hypertensive, anti-tuberculosis, anti-convulsant, anti-hyperglycemic, antioxidant, and used for neuroprotective agents. The principle involved in this preparation is the coumarin is an example for the Beckmann's reaction, which consisting of the interaction of the phenol with the beta-ketonic ester in the presence of condensing agent. The condensing agent may be of sulfuric acid, aluminum chloride, phosphorus oxychloride, or phosphoric oxide, or you can take polyphosphoric acid. When you are planning for a small scale preparation, the polyphosphoric acid can be prepared by taking the two reagents, that is a phosphoric oxide and phosphoric acid, which is known to be a convenient condensing agent. The mechanism, a possible mechanism may involve here the transfer of the proton from a acid catalyst to the carbonyl carbon of the beta-ketonic ester. This results in the reduction of electron density on the carbonyl carbon, further which then attacks the ortho position as does in any electronic reagent. Finally, the cyclization takes place by completing the elimination of the water and ethanol. This is a reaction. The resorcinol, which is a solid phenol, will be reacted with the ethyl acetoacetate in the presence of polyphosphoric acid to give the 7-hydroxy-4-methylcoumarin with the byproduct ethanol and water. When we are synthesizing this compound, the chemicals required are resorcinol, which is a solid phenol, ethyl acetoacetate, and alcohol, ethanol. And we are using the condensing agent. For this, we require phosphorus pentoxide and orthophosphoric acid. The common apparatus which are used in this synthesis are round bottom flask, beakers, funnel, measuring cylinder, glass rod, water bath, thermometer, magnetic stirrer, filter paper, and we can have ice cold water. When we start this procedure, we have to take 2.8 grams of resorcinol in 3.3 grams of ethyl acetoacetate contained in 250 ml of conical flask. For this, we are adding 40 grams of polyphosphoric acid. This mixture is stirred with thermometer on water bath, heated on water bath, maintaining the temperature 75 to 80 degrees centigrade for 20 minutes. After 20 minutes, the mixture is being poured into the excess of ice cold water. Then we have to collect the pale yellow solid crystals by the suction filtration. This product can be repeatedly washed with a little amount of cold water, dried at 60 degrees centigrade, and finally it is been recrystallized with the ethanol as it is soluble in ethanol. Approximately yield will be 4 grams and the literature melting point is 185 degrees centigrade. So there is a note, the commercial polyphosphoric acid is very viscous liquid and it is very difficult to handle at the laboratory temperature. Hence it should be prepared when it is required. So this can be prepared by dissolving 26 grams of phosphorus pentoxide in 14 grams of orthophosphoric acid. Finally, the calculation for the theoretical yield. So we should calculate the molecular formula for the resorcinol, which is C6H6O2. When we calculate, it comes to 110 grams per mole, and molecular formula for the official compound, that is 7-hydroxy-4-methylcoumarin, is C10H8O3. When we calculate, it comes to 176 grams per mole. So 110 grams of resorcinol forms 176 grams of official compound. Therefore, when we are taking 2.8 grams of resorcinol, will form X grams of 7-hydroxy-4-methylcoumarin. When we cross multiply, it gives 160 grams. The theoretical yield is 160 grams. By applying the formula to calculate the percentage yield is equal to practical yield divided by theoretical yield into 100. So whatever we get the practical yield, we have to weigh in the grams and calculate for the percentage yield. Finally, we have to write the report. The yield of the synthesized 7-hydroxy-4-methylcoumarin was found to be. The reference has been taken from the AI Ogle. The author is AI Ogle. The book is Elementary Practical Organic Chemistry, Part 1, Small Scale Preparation, 2nd edition. The page is 363 to 364. Thank you.